So in today's lecture, we'll be learning about COVID-19, which is one infectious virus which is responsible for causing a lot of disaster. So WHO has declared this as a global pandemic. So pandemic is basically when some kind of an infection is spreading all across and there is no really a medication available for that. So this is spreading globally, and in the name of other infectious diseases which have emerged recently, like from out of the recent emerging diseases there are many. Ebola was one of the viruses which caused, so I am naming some of the global and the local pandemics. When I say global and local, that means these are the infections which are spreading either in a certain restricted area or across the world or across the globe. That is why it is called as global. Local means restricted to a certain area. Supposingly if I say MERS was spreading mostly to Middle East, that is why it is called as Middle East Respiratory Syndrome, or SARS, SARS virus. Coronavirus also belongs to the SARS family. MERS I've mentioned. Then there was Zika virus. So these are namingly some of the viruses which were responsible for causing. Influenza is also one, H1N1, which we called as the bird flu pandemic. So Ebola, MERS, SARS, Zika virus and influenza virus are some of the infectious diseases which have recently caused the global and the local pandemics. So there is a recent outbreak of SARS, that is the COVID-19 virus, and today we'll be discussing about the structure of that, and later on in next lectures we'll also be discussing about the mechanism of action, right? So SARS-CoV-2, this is the name of the virus which is responsible for causing COVID-19 infection, and it was discovered or emerged from Wuhan city in China. So this was the place from which the COVID infections emerged. So according to the Johns Hopkins Medicine, which we all know is responsible for taking out researches on medicine, the very most important research center. So they told that around 2 million people were affected just only in Feb 2020. So in the year February 2020, around globally these many people were infected, but now we know the numbers are obviously very high, and many countries are seeing the second wave and the third wave of COVID-19. So coronavirus, basically we'll be discussing about the different families to which this belongs. So coronavirus belongs to SARS and MERS family, right? SARS in the MERS family. SARS stands for severe acute respiratory syndrome, and MERS on the other hand stands for Middle East Respiratory Syndrome. So these are the name of the family to which COVID-19 belongs. And in Feb 2020, around 194 countries were affected, and the number of people who are being affected in these countries and even counting are growing very rapidly. It's like a explosion. And so now let's learn about the structure of the COVID virus. So COVID virus is basically a capsid, which is, what is a capsid? Capsid is the protein shell. It is the protein shell. So basically the nuclear capsid of the COVID-19 is called as the N protein structure, which is covering or forming an outer structure, outer layer to the COVID virus. In next lecture, I will be also discussing about the complete structure. This is the introductory lecture to COVID-19. Then COVID-19 virus structure also comprises of a single positive RNA strand. A single positive RNA strand. So we know that this is not a double-stranded DNA structure. This is comprising of a single positive RNA strand and has an outer covering of N protein, which is also called as the capsid. So capsid is covering, if this is the virus, so this is the capsid, which is the N protein structure, and inside we have what? We have a single positive RNA strand. Okay. So now let's see how it replicates or how it multiplies inside the body. So this is basically the single stranded RNA which belongs to the COVID-19 virus. This actually enters the human body and forms the human bodies, it turns the human bodies into the viral factories. When I say viral factories, and what is a factory? Factory is something which is manufacturing something on multiple bases. And viral factories is basically once it enters the human body, it treats the human body as a factory because it has all the sources to multiply, and there it rapidly multiplies its number. So just consider one thing. If there is one enemy, the tendency to fight it out would be easy. If this one enemy multiplies into 1,000 and that too into the host body, then it will be a very tough task to fight it out. So let's again go back to the structure. So I am saying that this is capsid, or the protein structure, which is forming the protein shell of the COVID-19 virus. Inside we have an RNA strand which is single stranded. Okay, it has one single strand, but this N protein, this capsid N protein, it is coating the viral genome structure, and this is the culprit here, because once this thing enters, once this entire vector enters this virus enters the human body, this RNA, as we have learned in genetics, that RNA is responsible for what process? Transcription and translation. Transcription and translation. And once we know what transcription and translation processes are complete, it can easily replicate or form more copies. Okay, so this RNA, which is single stranded, is responsible for the multiplication of the virus inside the host, that is inside the human body. Okay, that's it for today. In tomorrow's lecture we will be discussing about the mechanism of action.